Good evening and welcome to Collector Cars. I'm Lance, your host. With me in the studio, haven't seen this guy in a while, Mr. Mark Petty. How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
And notice if you want to zoom in on his Pumpkin Run T-shirt. Yep, that's the one from last year.
It's coming up.
Coming up. It's October. Next
Already.
week we're gonna be hitting October.
Time flies.
And my buddy Bill Merkins, cruising reporter extraordinaire.
And it's so good to be back with the guy that's been appointed by the Secretary of the Treasury to handle the cruising bailout.
Yeah. You know, we talked about that.
Yeah.
I want to
So when you need
know
a bailout,
where do I apply for a bailout?
yeah. Well, you're going to be in charge.
Everybody else is getting
He
one.
just put you in charge. You need to bail
Oh,
out.
I'm in charge of it.
Yeah. So make your application to Lance if you need a bailout.
You know what? I'm going to apply for a bailout. You know what they're going to send me? A bale of hay. You know, that's what they're going to send me, a bale of hay
We can do that.
for the pumpkin run.
We could do that.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
I'm telling you, man.
Don't we know some bail bonds people?
We have some bail bonds people, you know. Yeah, who do you think's been keeping me out of jail all these years?
Or Digert.
Or Digert.
There, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he was with the Treasury Department.
Yeah.
Years
Yeah, but
ago.
you can't find Jim no more.
No, we can't find him. I
Maybe
actually
he's part
talked
of
to
the
him last
bailout.
week. I think, you know, he's in California again.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's in California. And he said, just bear with me, Lance. I've got some good stuff cooking. So I don't know
watch
whether
Lofty
it pertains
Cameras
to
set
the
it
car
to
shows or
Eastern
what,
time.
but it's, you know, hey. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Well, see, we decided that when we do these clips, see, Bill usually talks about the cars because I don't really,
Know them.
right, I don't know a lot of the. I wasn't going to be that blunt, but now that you
Put it that way.
now that you put it that way, yeah. So I figure you two guys, the last time you were on, you two guys got going on the cars, talking about different things on the pictures, and the people like that. See, they know I'm just here to supervise.
That's what
Which is what it is.
Supervisor.
I got a phone call, folks. If you remember last week, I did a little recant on a mistake that I had made with the called Cripple Dog Hot Rods Car Club. They are doing their second annual Carolina Open, which is at the most beautiful mansion down there, southern mansion that you can imagine. It's like 815 acres, the Boone Farm Plantation. And fabulous, fabulous show. I did find the new video, so I am going to try to run that because the show isn't until December. It's December 5th, 6th, and 7th. But I guess the head of the club called just to let me know to say, hey, thanks, man, for putting that
That's
on the
where,
TV
Charlotte?
for us. It's in, let's see, I'm not sure. There's probably an address. There's the flyer for it. And I tell you, from what I see on the video and everything, this is a very well done, top-notch. These guys are doing an incredible job. They've invited me up there to you know, attend the show. It's a 3-day deal. You never know. Maybe one out of the 3 days I'll get up there and take a look at it. But they supposedly a gorgeous, gorgeous setting and gorgeous place for a show.
I think that's in Carolina.
It's in
Seems like it.
I
Yeah.
think it is.
Well, and I was thinking it might be the one that's in Charleston, South
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah. It's very possible.
When you guys are done, we'll get to the clip.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Are we ready?
Telling you. All right, here's what we're going to do. Let's show them the film clip first because this is incredible. Photography by Mr. Terry Lewis.
This, folks, is Cruise Above the Clouds. And what you're seeing there is a picture in the background of Pikes Peak.
And they mean that literally. Where this takes place is actually above the
Can
clouds.
very well sometimes be above the clouds. Woodland Park, Colorado, elevation about 9,000 feet.
Isn't that
And
beautiful?
there are times when it's sunny up there and it's cloudy in Colorado Springs. So.
Yeah. We're going to start out with a 1954 Chevy Bel Air. This is Brenda and Joe Marino. They're out of Pueblo West, Colorado. Very cool convertible.
And finding a convertible, 54 convertible.
Yeah.
You know, that was just not a survivor at that
Yeah.
point. You see a lot of 55s, you know, when the body style changed, but and he's done some good custom work to it. Yet he's kept that look of the overall car, so it's pretty good looking. And just like any place that we go, you're going to find some just outstanding cars. In Colorado, just like here.
1961. This is an Oldsmobile Dynamic 88. It's Dave Holt out of Colorado Springs. This is nice.
That's short car.
Yeah, and it looks pretty stock too. You know, looks like he's kind of just kept it. Look at the lines in the back.
I like the way the hood, I mean the roof, where it just comes down. There's no big like section there.
Well, again, that's that era where you had the bubble tops.
Yeah.
And GM had different models that had that. But the back end, the swooping back, I mean, it really makes it look pretty cool.
The lines on the side.
Now here's
1959. This is a Cadillac Coupe de Ville. This is Frida Hooper Bradford out of Westmore, Colorado. You don't see a whole lot of old caddies out there now. Love the old big fins.
And of course, 59 Cadillac, I mean, that was the one that everybody seemed to feel had the biggest fins.
Well, the 59 Caddy, the red one, Eddie and Pat Campaign just sold it.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Really? Oh, geez.
Now, that would have broken my heart, but Eddie said, nah, not if you'd have heard the offer the man made me.
That's definitely a three-body car, though, huh?
Yeah.
If you were going to the drive-in movie,
that's... three could live in the trunk.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're going to the drive-in, you can get extra 3 people in there.
Yeah. This is neat. 1964. It's a Jeep. It's a Kaiser M677. This is Troy and Michelle Fry out of Woodland Park.
And this, from what I understand, was actually a military vehicle.
Oh, was it?
Is what it was. But, just look at what they've done. They've got, monitors in the headrests. They've painted it in such a way that this is a very interesting truck.
Definitely unique. Let me see it from the back. It's cool.
Not too many survivors of this style, that's for sure. And it's got 4 doors, so you could haul a bunch of people in it. It's dually, so
Squared
that's
off kind of
that's
fender.
pretty.
It's a
pretty
dually,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that before.
Very nice job.
Whoever did this got a lot of money on
With
it.
the graphic in the back.
Yeah. This is sweet. 1960 Chrysler Windsor Ken and Diane Coates out of Colorado Springs. You don't see a whole lot of these either. Now, I wonder what the difference is between the Windsor and the 300.
I don't know. But again, you see that bubble top,
The bubble top,
which was that era, that we still see that early 60s.
And that's such a hard car to redo because you don't have the parts availability.
Yeah. It's not like most GM cars where you're going to find it, but
You got to do a lot of research on that car.
excellent job, though. All original.
Okay, 1969 VW Myers Manx. Again, Troy and Michelle Fry. I guess this is the his and hers.
Well, this is the same. This is actually a Mannix, isn't it?
Manx, I think is what they call it, M-A-N-X.
That's the same as that Jet Albritton.
Jet Albritton, right.
Except hers a different year, I think.
Different year. And they've done some custom work to this one.
Right.
We're getting a whole
Look at
big
this engine.
VW. Yes, and look at the pipes here.
That extends a foot away from the car.
I was going to say.
Gotta be careful when you walk around that baby. Or backing that in the garage, you could get in real trouble.
Oh, yeah.
That is very sweet. That is very well done. Yeah, the VW guys are going to like that one. Okay, 1960 Sunbeam Alpine Series 1.
And Terry found some different cars, that's for sure.
I guess.
Things that we're not seeing, a lot of. So that's